It's your boy, Jim CB. Welcome back to the channel. You can like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, man, and we are back with another clip, another video, and some things to get into with our thoughts, man. Stay tuned for the commentary, and I'll be with you shortly.
Well, man. Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy Jim CB, man. We back with another joint, another video. You know how we do. Um, so recently in a interview with DJ Vlad, Lance Rivera admits the real reason why he became Biggie's business partner. He basically said, man, he kind of didn't like the way things were going, man. It's like, you know, he didn't officially meet Puffy yet and things like that, and he's just moving around with Big early on, trying to make sure he was straight. And Big was upset about, uh his baby being on the way, him not having enough money, and him having his deal signed, but he ain't saying no money and no results, and he was frustrated, stressed out. His mother was sick from cancer, all that. And Lance was just like, it was a lot. And then he's like, one day they out and they go to Harlem or whatever to a video shoot and things like that. And he's with Big, and Big goes to see holla at Puff, walks across the street, everything fine. They have a conversation about whatever. He said he sees Big's head drop. And Big come back across the street to tell him basically, man, look, Puff like, man, Devontae from Jodeci just got robbed, and he can't just be bringing everybody with him and things like that, and people he don't know, and Puff got at him about it, and Un was like, yo, I mean, like, what's wrong with dude? Like, basically, he was like, Lance felt that Puffy didn't even give Biggie the benefit of the doubt of trusting the people that he was bringing around, or none of that. Like, he was on some big me, little yous type, I'm the executive and you the artist, so you gonna listen type thing. That's the vibe it gave. And that's just from hearing the way that he said it. And he said after that, Un got in the car. Un said after that he got in the car and he called his brother and was like, yo, I'm ready to get into the music business. I'm ready to be a part of it. He's like, he only got in the music business and partnered up with Big to really get on Puff nerves, because he ain't like the way that Puffy was kind of treating Big. And it's like, man, the publishing deal thing that Gene Deal explained a while ago, like, he signed the deal and that publishing was included up front. So that advance that he gave him included Biggie's publishing, as well as, whatever the album splits was and things like that, and the points off the record. And it's just amazing that this man he was a black man doing business the way, the hierarchy of America has done business. And it's like, man, you doing that to your own people, man. And that's one of the things that that's a consistent narrative about Puff. He don't, him and Suge with that, Suge was a bully and play with people money and extorting people in certain ways. And Puffy had his way of playing with people money and extorting people in his own way. So it's just like, a spade can't call a spade of a spade. That's why I never understood the beef, but I guess I do now. The beef between Suge and Puff was like they was more alike than different, and they was trying to out different each other. If that makes any sense. But man, it's a cold game that they run, man. And just knowing that Biggie had a $10 million, $20 million deal on the table, with the Commission album, Lord Kim, Junior Mafia, he was planning on leaving Bad Boy. And even if he wasn't, leaving Bad Boy, he would have been signing himself to himself and re-upping that deal with Puffy and kind of being his partner. And he had his own situation in partnership with Un. So Biggie would have ate, I believe it, that without a doubt, Biggie would have ate eventually. And that's kind of the way that they set this record industry up, man. Like, we're gonna the first two couple albums that you signed, your first deal, you gonna get robbed on, essentially. And you really just paying back what you owe as a part of the advance, and they gonna smut you out and mistreat you on that first deal, and then it's up to you to build, I guess, the cachet to and the leverage to negotiate a new and a better deal for yourself that's more fair in terms of both parties involved. That's the way a contract work. Well, negotiations work. It's a back and forth. It's a leverage game, and I have no doubt, because he had the leverage around the time he died. I mean, you got two successful albums, one that eventually goes diamond. You would have had the leverage to get exactly what you wanted, man, and it would have been, it would have been a matter of time. And I think, by unbanning his partner, unbanning the business back then, he would have benefited, and maybe Un's relationship with Jay-Z and all those things maybe wouldn't have soured, because Big might have been the glue between that whole situation. And we would have, sing with the commission would have held. At the end of the day, Un saw the opportunity, to help this man out. Let me go and help him further legitimize his stay in hip hop, basically. Because I don't know how it's gonna work out with Puff, because it seems like he's playing him like he's a kid, or he knows more than him, or something. Like, he little boy Biggie at that situation, like telling him who to bring around and this, that, and the third. Like, at the end of the day, bro, you sought Biggie out for his talent, not the other way around. So at the end of the day, you need him just as much as he needs you, Puff. Like, why would you, tell him who he can bring around? I get it, the safety precaution and things like that. But, hey, yo, like, if you don't mind me asking, Big, yo, who's your man? Because, such just got robbed, this, that, and the third. And I want to make sure we all being careful here. So, yeah, when you bringing somebody through, yo, just give me a holler, let me know. That pretty much sounds better than, yo, I don't know who you be bringing around. You can't be just bringing nobody. It sounds a lot better if you worded a certain way. You made that man feel like a child in that moment. And, that was the thing that made unirritated to where as though he wanted to irritate Puff. So at the end of the day, Biggie wasn't a kid, man. I mean, he was a kid in the sense of a young adult, but he wasn't a kid in the sense of, at the age of 18, you're officially grown and doing the things that he did, taking care of himself to a certain extent. That made him a man, So you never make a man feel less than a man, and I feel like that was the issue that Lance had, so he decided to become Biggie's partner, man. I mean, that's all I got for that, though. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We all know the stories about Puffy and people claim about. We not going to act like we don't know the narratives that's out there about this man. Great businessman, shrewd businessman, if you ask me, but there's a right and wrong way to do things. Even if you are a shrewd businessman, if people trust you when you say you got their back and you got their best interests at heart. So with that being said, man, just you gotta take care of your people that help you take care of you. It's only fair. You know what I'm saying? If I help you make $1 million or I help you make millions of dollars, make sure that favor is returned. Make sure I'm good. And don't treat me like I'm just one of them, randos or something like that, man. But have a blessed one. Like, share, subscribe, the notification bell, man. It's Jim's TB out, baby.